Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 55. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
It's been a trying year for everybody, but the tradition continues. Super Bowl 55, away we go from Tampa. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Former Heisman winner. This is Mark Ingram. He'll have a first down past the 40. There goes Mark Ingram. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. Now the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Tucker lining up for the extra point.
So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Ravens 7.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The stop by Justin.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded at the 7. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
On the keeper.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. What a moment for him. A pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison and the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl.
26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now a pass hauled in downfield.
Ain't doing nothing.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 74 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the
free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run. And
now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jannard Avery just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Derek Wolfe.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop.
No gain on the play.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Eagles 7.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Wentz going to throw. It's caught by Jackson. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 34. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a carry for Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score.
Eagles.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
The score, Ravens 21, Eagles 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
6 yards left on second down. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Mark Ingram, the ball.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing is Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
3 and out.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 44, Wentz forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for him.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Brandon Graham able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Can't give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
38-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Jackson on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, Ingram. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Tackle made at the
that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown as time expires in the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd down and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 24.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because...
That's caught at the 25.
That's
Touchdown,
That's
Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 81 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. This pass into the arms of Snead, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
By Derek Barnett.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Third quarter of action, Super Bowl 55. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Here's a second and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jannard Avery, his second sack of the night.
And it's fourth down.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore.
That's the end of the third.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore.
21.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the fourth. A pivotal moment in this football game. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
On the tackle.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Second and 7 at the 21.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That's good.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Sanders, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Wentz defers to Clement. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Here's second and 10. Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Ingram again. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
A gain of 2.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll keep it on the ground. Ingram. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Super Bowl 55 hitting the home stretch. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. We're at the 41, 2nd and 9. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Derek Barnett, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
3rd and 11.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely